Another rainy day, man. Another rainy day. And I just happened to be behind one of our transit drivers, man. Bringing in a couple trailers. Fun, man. Luckily, my first 2 stops, I get to pull back on the dock, man. So that's the good thing. I don't have to worry about running a ramp or anything like that. My first 2 stops. So hopefully, when I get to my 3rd stop, everything kind of be slacked up a little bit. Looking at the weather forecast, though, it's still supposed to be some rain. I just hope it's not long-lasting rain, or hopefully it's not raining as hard, you know what I mean? And good, I can already see I got another newer trailer down there with the 5 doors on it. I love having that trailer, especially on my heavy days, Thursday, Friday. So let me get parked, man. We back again, guys. Back for another one. Thursday today. We just gonna scan this label. Boom. That's the cooler pallet. That's my dry pallet. And I'll have to move those 1, 2, looks like 2 pallets in front of these 2 pallets. So I have to grab these off the truck. But let me pull these off, and I'll get back with you guys in a second, man. You guys keep it locked. So all of these steaks right here are for my 2nd stop. We gotta get it off the truck right now, though. It's in the way. I gotta get to the freezer. One good thing today is that whoever stacked this pallet, they did a good job, and they stacked it to where I don't see any cases that's crushed at the bottom. So you really got to be careful when you stacking these cases, because if you have one that's not kind of perfectly on top of the other one, at least on the bottom, you can definitely risk having that bottom case crushed, and all of the cases can tip over. Let it down a little bit. So yeah, you got to be careful making this type of pallet, man, because you don't want the bottom cases being crushed, because these things will fall over. Just gonna put it right over here. And we'll be good to go. Set it right here for the time being. But check this out, man. The rain has stopped over here momentarily, which is good. Thank God for that. Hopefully it stay that way. But let me grab this. This is for my 2nd stop as well. Let me grab this. I'll get back with you in a second. All right, guys, we're done with this stop. We dropped off our pallets. We heading over to the 2nd stop, and yeah, man, we gonna get it done. That first pallet is for my 3rd stop. The 2nd pallet is for my 3rd stop. This pallet is for my 3rd stop. So the first 3 pallets on this side are for my 3rd stop, and then obviously I think we got a pallet and a half of freezer for the third stop as well, man. So yeah, we're gonna get it done, man. Like I said, thank God it's not raining right now, so that's what it is, man. Let's go ahead and get down this road. As you can see, this stop right here was getting 100 cases, all cases delivered, and that's what you like to see, man. Hit the park. And we can get down the road, man. Y'all keep it locked. So we made it to the second stop. One of my subscribers asked me, he was like, man, what do you use your 2 pieces of wood for? And I told him, I was like, man, I got one stop to where the dock plate doesn't raise up high enough to sit on my floorboard, right? This is the dock plate right here. This is my floorboard. So I stick these right here just to raise it up kind of even with the floor. You see that dip right there? It's a dip right there, so the floor is actually raised a little bit higher. So I stick this here just to raise it up a little bit. So watch this. So now when the lip comes out, it'll sit right on the floorboard. So now the lip will sit on top. See? Now it's pretty much almost flush with the floor. Alright, so now I won't have any issues getting my electric jack up. So that's why I use my boards, man. I know I got a lot of new subscribers, so I've talked about that in an older video, but I know I have a lot of new subscribers have joined the channel since then, man. So that's why. So shout out to my manager, man, for getting us some airlines after last week's event where we had to break down when the airline snapped. He bought airlines for every tractor, and also he got the tools as well. So he bought us airlines and he bought us tools to change them out if we have to. I thought that was pretty cool, man, and definitely a good idea. So shout out to my manager for doing that for us. What up, gang? As you can see by the backdrop, I'm at the hotel, man. We had a pretty good day overall today. The rain wasn't too bad. It was like on and off, but it didn't get to the point to where I was getting soaked out there, which was a great thing. So I'll take that, and we finished up strong, had a really good day. So I can't complain overall, man. Hold on for a second. So I posted earlier about a comment that I read on another YouTuber's platform. It's actually a really good channel that I'm subscribed to. I won't mention the person's name, but this person he was doing OTR trucking, right? Doing OTR. Now he has decided to go local or regional, right? He came to the conclusion that the OTR life wasn't for him because he's missing out on some stuff, you know, mainly, you know, family time and, you know, just some of the core values that he described in his video, he don't really want to compromise, you know, with those values. And, you know, I get it. I completely understand where he's coming from. You know, from that standpoint, I know for me personally, when I was in trucking school, we had, you know, those OTR recruiters come out to try to recruit the new guys, the new people, guys and gals out of trucking school. But yeah, man, for me personally, I know OTR is not for me. You know what I mean? Being out weeks at a time, living inside of a truck for the most part, I can't do it. I couldn't do it, which is why I decided to pay for trucking school out of pocket and find me a local job, man. You know what I mean? My wife wouldn't go for that anyway. No way, no how. But yeah, man, that's just something I wouldn't personally sign up for. But you know, everybody's situation is different, man. OTR works for some people out there, just like local isn't for everybody. You know, some people don't like local, you know, because of the work that you have to do. You know, a lot of local jobs are touch freight jobs, so you know, a lot of people don't want to, you know, do that physical labor. You know, I guess to each his own, man. But to get back to this person's YouTube channel, man, somebody made a comment. The person who made a comment was basically saying, look, it's no money in local trucking. So they was like, man, if you go local, you still not gonna have no time with family. You're gonna be working 13, 14 hours a day. You're gonna be working 6 days a week. You're still not gonna have no life. Just going on and on about local trucking, right? About how bad it was. And that basically he should stay OTR, right? And when I read the comment, I'm just like, man, this person has no clue what he's talking about. For all you new drivers out there, please do your research and don't be discouraged or be fooled by some of these people out here that say things like there's no money in local trucking. That's just complete nonsense. Anybody that's local, that's in trucking will tell you that there is money to be made in local trucking. I'm in food service. We make good money in food service. You have other jobs like fuel haulers. They make pretty good money. So there are jobs locally where you can make good money at. And on top of that, he was talking about the hours. You working 13, 14 hours. Look, man, I don't work nowhere near those amount of hours, right? I work 4 days a week. I'm off weekends. I'm only away from the house 2 nights a week on my route. I work anywhere from 40 to 43 hours a week, right? If I'm working 4 days. If I work a 5th day, then it's still under 50 hours for me. My coworkers, they come in anywhere between 2:30 a.m. to maybe 3:30 a.m. And those guys are normally back by noon, 1, maybe 2 o'clock at the latest. Most of my coworkers are back though by 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, these guys come in at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're done by 1 o'clock. Some earlier than that, right? 12, 11. So look, man, don't be fooled and don't believe everything you hear from people that have no clue what they're talking about. Can you work 13 hours in some cases? Sure, absolutely. It just depends on the route. It depends on, you know, some of the companies out there. You can still have a good work-life balance and do the things that you want to do outside of work, right? Like I said, I only work 4 days a week, between 40 and 43 hours a week. I still work out, right? I still have time to go to the gym. I still have time to spend with my family and do the things that I like to do. I'm still able to create these type of videos like in my free time. So, you know, just don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe the hype. I don't care if you knew. Like I seen somebody say, well, if you have seniority, then they get all the good routes. Well, that may be true. That's not the case all the time. You can be a new driver and still have that good work-life balance depending on your situation. So look, man, make sure you guys do your research if you're a new driver out there, whether you want to do, again, touch freight or no touch freight. you can find good local jobs out there, all right, if you don't want to go OTR. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there at the end of the day. That's all I got for you guys today. I just had to touch on that because when I read that comment, I don't want people that don't know to be misinformed or believe those type of statements when I know for a fact that those statements are not true at all right? So look guys, that's all I got for you today. Remember man, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like this video, drop a comment if you got a comment. Until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all take care.